Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Why. Why is for YouTube. So we are doing the A to Z of systems, and we're up to the letter Y. So tomorrow is the last day. Today is YouTube. Is the only thing I can think of to start with Y, but it's a pretty good one because it has lots of systems around it. So I thought I would talk you through a few of those systems because they're quite repetitive. The process of publishing, transcribing, even the structure in your YouTube channel is quite systematic. So in terms of content creation and getting that templated and having a workflow around that, it can be a really nice process once you've created the content to have it edited, set up for outsourcing straight onto YouTube, straight onto your blog, captioned. It's a really nice system. So let's look in a bit more detail about them. So YouTube creating the content, similar to a blog post, you have the same structure for a video. You have the intro, a little story, the 3 tips or the 3 points that you want to make, a conclusion and a call to action. So that same process can go into all of your video templates. Obviously you need to put a bit of marketing spiel onto that and work out who you're talking to, all those other bits and pieces. But the structure of the video is very similar a lot of the time if it's an informative, content-rich kind of video. So that's one little system that you can replicate over and over again with a template. But then you have the metadata, the SEO, the the data underneath the, what's it called? I can't think. And the title that's been SEO'd. So that whole process can be systemized as well or templated so that you have the same kind of structure. I have a template that has my blog metadata and my YouTube metadata when I do my videos. So it's similar, but not 100% the same because YouTube, you can add more, I can't think of the word of them, more words underneath, not focus words, I can't think. So then there's also the end, the publishing part of the video when you are putting the card on the link. All that stuff can be templated. You can use something like TubeBuddy for that, where you can have a really standardized end process for your video so that YouTube links it to the right places. So you can also have a standardized template for your video editing. So I have, some of those elements that I use most of the time. I don't use them all the time, but I do have them to break up my video. So it's not just me doing this because this can be boring after, 4 or 5 minutes. You need a few bits and pieces to break it up. So there's a few systems that you can, systems that create a bigger system in itself. So then there's also the transcribing part of it, getting the captions onto your video. And, for ease and making things really quick, I think rev.com is a great option because it's $1 a minute. So it's much quicker than you doing it. It's much quicker than someone else doing it and cheaper. It's just a drop and drag kind of process. So it's really simple to use. It gets your captions. You can just double check it and you can download them as well and then add them to your blog. It's really quite quick and easy. So you can add that to your system, and you can see how this publishing system begets to, once you have it systemized, you can tack on the next bit of, adding the captions, and then the next bit about distributing and scheduling your YouTube videos. Once you have that first system, you can just make it bigger and bigger and bigger so that it's systemized and that you don't have to do it all, which is, really helpful. And then there's also that the structure in YouTube itself. Mine was systemized, organized. It needs a bit of work again, but YouTube has playlists, so you can identify which video goes into which playlist depending on the topic. And you can have that nicely organized, which is really nice for people visiting your channel. So having that in mind, similar to the categories on your website, in your blog, same kind of thing. So you can see there are a lot of different systems in there. I'm just excited that this video hasn't dropped out like it has the last couple of nights. So YouTube is a really good system. It's great for SEO. You can link it to your blog. You can download them and put them on your Facebook page as well. It's an awesome tool to have up your sleeve, really. So I can highly recommend it. And for me, I like making videos. I don't like writing so much. It's much easier for me to record a video. So in terms of getting content out, it's a quick and easy and simple way for me to do that. So, you know, simple is good. It's more natural and you get to know who I am, which is part of the aim of the game as well. So there you go. There's my take on YouTube and some of the systems that sit within it and how you can set up those systems to make it easier for you. So if you do want to leverage your time a bit more, then I offer you my little checklist about scaling your business. I actually went through this checklist with a client who was finishing our sessions together today, and we ticked off quite a few of these things. So out of, I don't know, there might be 20 elements in that checklist. She had only 2 left to go. The rest were pretty much under control, which is an awesome feeling for you to get a gauge of where you're at with your business and your scaling and systemizing. So grab the checklist with the link below, and I will see you tomorrow for the letter Z, which is the last one in the A to Z of systems. Thanks everyone. Let me know if you've got any questions. See ya.